stream. Today we're going to take a look at some 1/6 and 1/12 scale collectible figures. So we'll wait a little bit longer for more people to join. If you are watching, please share on social media, let people know that we are live. We can answer some questions when we get the chance. In the meantime, what we can do today is look at some of our collectible figures that we have for pre-order at the moment. So I'll just take a look at the comments on one of our channels right now. Okay, so no questions as of yet, other than waiting for Christopher Reeve. No sound. No showing. Okay, if you can hear, or if you can't hear us, write in the comments. I don't know if you can write that if you can't hear us. Okay, it's okay now. Okay, to get started, I suppose the best thing to do is look at the Catwoman. So this is our newest 1/6 scale figure, along with Daryl from The Walking Dead. So Catwoman is now available direct from our store in Australia and New Zealand at the moment. And this figure we showed initially in 2024 at Wonder Festival. And we made a lot of improvements since then. We've been tweaking and changing, working on the head sculpt, trying to get the character likeness as close as possible. So as typical with our 1/6 scale figures, we've gone for the rooted hair, which is made from a sheep's wool. So this is a natural fiber. It won't degrade over time and creates a natural look. Then for the body on the 1/6 scale Catwoman, we've gone for a silicone body to give it a softer, more dynamic feel when you touch the figure. And then we've gone for quite a tailored fit suit, which is also very posable. It won't degrade over time. And then also we have an array of accessories, well, a few accessories and some switch out hands, as you can see. Also a weapon. So for this one at the moment, we don't have the magnets in the base. We have the stand. And this is available right now if you're in Australia, New Zealand, direct from INART. Okay, there is a little bit of a delay, so I'll let you guys take some time to take in the figures as well. Magnetic eyes. Yes, so the magnetic eyes from, I can't remember which one we started with. Most of our figures now will have the magnetic eyes, and it will come with a small pen, so you can move the eyes that way. If there are any changes, we'll make an announcement, but yes, most of our figures these days will have the magnetic eyes. Makes it a lot easier to change the positioning without opening the back of the head. So yes, to my left is Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead. So the Daryl Dixon figure is available globally. And for Black Friday, we've extended the pre-order time for Negan and for Rick. So if you are looking to get 3 of these iconic characters, all 3 are available now at the the INART store. So if you type in inart.studio in your browser, you will find INART, and you'll see that these 3 figures are available now. And for Black Friday, Daryl will come with shipping, free shipping. And you can also buy as a bundle. If you've bought these 2 as a bundle to get free shipping, you can also get free shipping on the Daryl Dixon figure. Daryl in particular is one that we've spent a lot of time on. Originally, Daryl was supposed to be released with these 2, but to cut a long story short, basically the actor Norman Reedus had seen the figure and had some adjustments that he wanted personally. So we've been able to take a look at that, speak with the team, and make those adjustments. So the scar above his eye, we've also got his signature tattoos on his hands and his arms. which is also very unique to the character, gives him a very rugged look, but also very more movie accurate or screen accurate, shall I say. He also talked about the leg coverings as well. These small details were added in after the actor saw these. We've also got with that the knife, the hunting knife. You can see the tattoos, which look incredible. The rooted hair, again, signature to INART, and the corduroy style trousers and boots. The figure will also come with his crossbow and other accessories. The seamless arms here, I think what makes this really stand out. So we have the signature tattoos and the seamless arms. Yeah, behind Daryl, as mentioned before, I don't think many collectors have had the chance to see these two figures up close. We displayed the Walking Dead figures at Wonder Festival, sorry, not Wonder Festival, at San Diego Comic-Con back in 2024, then at Wonder Festival this year. So not many people have had the chance to see. We did show Negan this year at SDCC, and the comments were really good. Again, we've gone for genuine materials. We've got the Bat Lucille, which has small barbed wire around. And we think that the character likeness on these are as close as you're going to get. So these are premium Walking Dead figures. So we've had more questions about that. Will we have Michonne? Will we have Glenn? At the moment, we just have these three figures. If the support for the Walking Dead is really good, we'll look at creating more at some point later down the line. We will be taking questions. I'll take a look as we go through. So some of the questions, if you look in the comment, INART is in the comments as well. So we'll be answering your questions in the comments just in case I can't catch them. No worries on interrupting, it's fine. Okay, so that's the 6-scale figures at the moment. All are available right now for pre-order. And we will be looking to take some of these figures with us to Singapore Comic-Con if anyone is attending that event. So we'll be sharing more content over the coming days. But available now at inart.studio. And don't forget, you can get these three with free shipping now, direct from INART. And Catwoman is also available online right now. Judith Grimes. So for the Walking Dead in particular, we can go quite deep into the line. It just depends on the support. So far, the support for these two figures, for Negan and Rick, have been pretty good. We expect Daryl to also be very popular. So after that, we'll go back as a team, we'll look at it and we'll see, will we create any more? And hopefully we can. There's a lot more to do with The Walking Dead. So if you want to see more Walking Dead figures, support us with your wallet, and then we can reinvest that money into the license. Yeah, some of the questions are quite detailed. So if I miss the questions, then our team will also reply about the materials and the specific details in the comments below as we talk. Question about Bale Batman I just saw. So Bale Batman will be on the way eventually. It's something that we're working on. And as we're on that topic, right now, the two that we can really focus on really is the 112 Batman from The Dark Knight Rises and also Catwoman again in 112. So the Batman, we do have limited stocks on our website. It's available in Europe and the APAC region direct from INART. So these are our INART 112 figures. These are fully articulating to the point of, well, most people have the Batman now, will have seen how detailed and how incredible these figures are. The team specifically have designed the figures to hide all the joints and the cuts, as we call them, to make them more seamless looking, but without compromising the full range of motion. So the Batman came out first, and we also have an accessory kit that's available on our website. And now we have Catwoman that is also joining the collection. So Catwoman is brand new, available direct from our store in Europe and Southeast Asia, Australia, New Zealand, pretty much the whole APAC region. So unfortunately, we're not making any characters with rooted hair on 112 just yet. Hopefully one day that is something we can do. But for now, we believe that the head sculpt and the detail on this is exceptional. So you'll see more and more collectors will get their hands on these figures in the coming weeks, and they'll be sharing their reviews. So again, like all our other figures, they will be coming with small accessories, some switch out pieces, and also these interesting bases with the brackets to hold them up as well. So you can pose, you can shoot stop motion videos, but the realism and detail is incredible. And as you can see, there aren't many visible joints, but that doesn't detract away from the movement on these figures. That's what really makes INART 112 stand out, is the detail in the head sculpt, the paintwork. It's basically like a 1/6 figure, even scaled down even further. So you can see this more information on these figures on our website, and it is available now. So if you some specific questions we'll have later, we'll try to answer in the comments. So we've got two figures here, just showing one with the goggles, one without. And you can see the full product information on our website right now. So another question, can you buy Negan alone? So for 1/6 in particular, you can buy each one individually, or you can bundle them. And if you buy the bundle, you can get free shipping on Rick and Negan. And then Daryl is free shipping for Black Friday. The 112 figures, we'll also have some promotions. We've just launched our rewards program. So if you are looking to buy the whole collection, definitely sign up to our rewards program. You can get discounts, shipping offers, accessory kits, all kinds of different things. So make sure you go direct to INART. INART, will we update the Gandalf pants? That question has been haunting us for a long time. We won't be updating the pants at the moment. But for the Lord of the Rings collection, we are looking to expand that even further. Right now, the Nazgul's shipping. We've got Legolas shipping. So Lord of the Rings, we're going to go deeper into that line. So also keep an eye out for that. Batman Begins, not at the moment. We don't have any specific plans right now, but later down the line, it's something that we will look at. Okay, also on pre-order right now, we have the stone monkey from the Black Myth Wukong. So the Black Myth Wukong isn't as well known overseas, apart from the game. So sorry, the Wukong series. This is one of China's most classic stories from the journey to the West. It was adapted into a game last year by Game Science, and we've been working with those guys really closely, developing some 1/6 scale, 1/12 scale, and even 1-to-1 statues and busts. So these figures are also incredibly detailed, fully articulating, come with a collection of different hands that you can switch out, different effects. We've got fire effects as well. These are also available globally, direct from INART. And previously we had the Wukong, we had the Jubajie, and we've had other figures from this line. So if you are interested, we do have some limited stocks on our website, but they're all sold on pre-order. Again, we've designed these to have articulation, but minimal joints and cuts. So these are really unique pieces and really incredible. So if you're interested in the Wukong line, definitely check out our website. They're available globally right now, direct from INART. Okay, so a question about the hairstyling. A lot of the time with the rooted hair, we will add some product to the hair to try and keep it in place. With rooted hair, it's quite new to a lot of collectors. So when you ship a product or a figure, it can be disturbed in the box, so to speak. So a lot of the time we will add product to the hair to try and maintain its original look. If it does arrive with messy hair, what you can do is personally style it yourself. You can get a small bottle of water and just spray a little bit. Find a small, fine, maybe mascara kind of thing to restyle the hair. It's quite easy to do. It's not too difficult or too technical. It is a little bit more fiddly than a sculpted hair figure. So we will have more content on our social media pages explaining how to keep the hair in its original style. So the product is there to protect the hair as much as possible. If there is an issue with that, it is a bit more flexible. It's a natural material, so you don't need to worry too much about that. Trying to buy Negan and can't. So there could be a technical error with the website now and again. So take a look at that and maybe refresh your browser, check a different browser, see if you can buy. But Negan should be available individually. It can be bought as a bundle. And then also we have free shipping on Daryl right now. So detailed questions specific to materials, we'll type up and we'll answer those as part of an FAQ after the live stream. So if there's any specific information that I've missed today, we'll follow up. Also, you can ask our customer service team, ask in the comments now, and our team will also follow up. A timetable for the Bale Batman. Right now, no timetable for that. We do have a few more 1/6 scale figures coming this year and also some more 1/12 scale. So in 2026, INART is looking to have more DC from the whole back catalogue. So we're looking to release the Christopher Reeve Superman at one point. Hopefully this year, if not this year, early next year. We've got more from other parts of the DC universe. So if you are a 1/6 collector of INART, definitely make sure you keep an eye out for live streams like this one. So as I said, Catwoman's available now. Daryl's available now, and Rick and Negan. So the rest of the fellowship, we will have more of the fellowship next year, and we'll release as many as we can. With INART at the moment, we're not trying to create too many figures in one year. We're trying to create the most realistic and detailed figures as we can. So it won't be 20, 30 figures. We'll try to get as many as we can, but we don't want to compromise on the quality. And that's what you can see today. These are some of the most realistic figures on the market. So we don't want to rush things. If you are a 1/6 collector, definitely follow us for the Lord of the Rings. US distribution, replacement parts. If you buy directly from us, we will be able to support you in the US, especially on our global products. So reach out to our customer service team and we'll be able to support. That's definitely something that we're invested in. How do the bundles work? So with Rick and Negan, we're going to aim to get these to ship at the same time. So we're expecting to ship next year, and then we're hoping to ship at the same time. If you've got a bundle with free shipping, you'll get both. They won't be in one box, they'll be in two separate boxes, and they may be slightly apart, but that won't affect your costs. You'll receive both of them. So there's no need to worry on that. If we've promised free shipping, you'll get the product with free shipping. We just can't guarantee that they'll arrive at the same day or same week. We'll do our best to do so. Yeah, not everything is available to buy direct just yet due to licensing. So it is something that we are working on. At the moment, our 1/12 scale line is available in more regions for DC, available in Europe and in Asia Pacific region and Japan. What happened to paying with PayPal? PayPal should be available on the Queen Studios website. On the INART website, PayPal will be added in later. At the moment, we're accepting credit cards, and we will be adding PayPal as an option at some point. Yeah, for replacement parts, if there's anything specific, what we can do is look at storing more in the US that we can ship out for our global products, and in Europe we'll do the same. At the moment, it's very difficult to say which parts need replacing because it's not always the same issue. A lot of the time, certain breakages are very unique to that collectible. So what we usually do is we'll ask you to send a photo of the damage if there is any, and then we can make a decision from there. But over time, we'll add more replacements. So after service is really important to INART. If you have any issues, just reach out to us directly. But if you buy from someone else, reach out to them first. So at the moment, there won't be any other versions of the Anne Hathaway figure. This is the only one we have, and it's available now. So again, as I mentioned before, the body is made of silicone. The hair is rooted hair made of sheep's wool, and the eyes, as it's planned at the moment, will be magnetic. For more detailed information, we will have that information on our website. If it's missing, we'll be able to follow up in the comments. Okay, so we can take a few more questions if anyone has any questions. Thriller Michael Jackson. So there won't be a Thriller version right now. Maybe Michael Jackson, something that we can look at later. The first two figures were well received, so it's something that we are looking into, but no plans as of yet. So the detail on the eyes, we'll follow up with some more content to show you how those work. I think for Snape, we had a video that showed the detailing with the pen and how that moves. So we'll definitely follow up with some more content. I think that's important for these figures. We've had a busy few days. At the moment, we've got Daryl, Catwoman, and another Catwoman. We have 3 figures, actually 4 with the stone monkey as well, or rock monkey. So there's quite a lot of figures available right now. So after the Black Friday events kicked off, we'll follow up with more content explaining how the eyes work, more detail on the materials. If you have any specific questions, just drop them in the comments and we'll follow up directly. For the product, the figures at the moment, you should be able to pay in full. If you can't pay in full, just pay the deposit for now. And if you do want to finalize and pay your figures in full, just drop us a message and we'll be able to send you a bill for the full remaining balance. So at the moment, these are not the final figures. We will have these are the prototypes, but generally INART tries to improve from the original. So these are just the samples for now. So they're not as articulated, so I won't try posing today. But anyone that's bought any of our figures know that we do our best to try and level up from the prototypes as much as possible. So any news on the Dune figures? There could be more Dune figures coming as well. That's something that we'll be able to answer more later. At the moment, we haven't finalized any line plans. Okay, so if you are interested in Negan and Rick, we've extended these two figures, the pre-order, until the 7th of December. That is the last day of Singapore Comic-Con. Originally, we closed these pre-orders, but the Daryl figure was approved. So we decided that the best thing to do was to make all three available at the same time. So if you are a Walking Dead fan, this could be your last chance this week to buy all three figures. So again, the Daryl figure in particular had a longer approval time because the actor Norman Reedus saw this one personally, thanks to help from his team, and they've taken a look at that and they've provided some feedback. In particular, they wanted to add in the ankle parts here. So this is an addition that was different from when we showed at SDCC in 2024. And we've also added the scar above the eye and the tattoos on his arms and his hand. Daryl also comes with his signature crossbow, his blade, his handgun, and also the arms are seamless from the elbow down. Shout out from Malaysia. Okay, if you're in Malaysia, you can also get these three figures directly from us. Also, you can get the 112 figures directly from us. Our 112 figures licensed in Japan, Australia, New Zealand, China, also most of all of Southeast Asia, Vietnam, Thailand, Singapore, and all of Europe. At the moment, not available directly from us in the USA, but something that we'll work on. So the 112 line in particular is something we're looking to expand next year. So far, for INART 112, we have these two figures, and the Batman is in stock at the moment in limited quantities. You can also order with an accessory pack, which we don't have with us today, but you can check out the accessory pack on our website. We have the 112 Catwoman, which is incredibly detailed for the size of the figure. Again, as I mentioned earlier, we've done our best to hide all of the joints and the cuts and the creases and try to find a way to add those into the suit so you can fully articulate, move and play with the figure, create stop motion videos, but have that detail and realism that people can expect from INART. So these are all available now for pre-order. Everything on this table, apart from the Jubadje, is available for pre-order. So Negan will be available to pre-order after Black Friday, but it won't be available after December 7th. These two at the back will only be available for, I'd say, one more week. So a week from today, the pre-order in these two will close. So if you are interested or you're a little bit on the fence, you've got a few more days to decide. Daryl is available for pre-order from as of Black Friday. So we've got a bit more time on the Daryl figure in particular. So the Batman 112 Deluxe is incredible. The Bale portrait is hands down the best 112 head sculpt ever. Thank you for the comments. That is something that we have worked hard on. So people ask us what makes the INART 112 stand out. And it's a very similar proposition to our INART 16. We're going for realism and making sure the head sculpt is as close to lifelike as possible. So where we can, we try to make these figures look exactly like the actor. Sometimes we don't always pull it off 100%, but over 90, 98% we're looking for. So that's what makes us stand out. So thank you for those comments. We will have Batfleck in the future. We did show some Ben Affleck Batman figures at Wonder Festival in October. So if you missed that, head to our Facebook page and take a look through, or our Facebook group. Look through there. You'll be able to see some figures that we showed earlier this year, and then we should be releasing on pre-order in the next few months or the next half of 2026. Okay, why did Negan not get rooted hair? So with Negan, his hair's quite short anyway. So sometimes it makes sense just to add a sculpted version. But with Rick's hair is rooted hair as well. So there is quite a little bit of product in this to keep it firm and in place, but you can feel it when you touch it, it is rooted. Each body is uniquely designed to the character, so you won't find that. You'll find that it matches their build, and then also we've custom tailored their clothing to fit them perfectly as well. So we use as many natural materials as possible to increase the longevity of these figures. Yeah, and a big shout out to Ryan from The Walking Dead, who showed the Daryl Dixon figure to Norman Reedus, and he gave us some really good comments. So we're hoping that Norman Reedus will get to see this figure next week at Tokyo Comic Con. So this is something that we're really hoping for. So do we have any other Wukong figures, 1/6 or 1/12? It's a good question, because we do have this bad boy now available for pre-order globally. So if you are a Black Myth Wukong fan, you'll be able to buy this direct from INART. It usually takes around 3 to 4 months for production. So we'll probably be looking at Q1 next year to ship. We have the Jubajier in limited quantities on our website, and we have the Wukong as well. Well, that was on pre-order earlier this year, and we should have some stocks on our website very soon. Okay, could be back in action. Yeah, bear with us if the stream does break a little bit. Where we are, the internet isn't always as reliable. So this is one of our first, well, not our first live stream. This is our second live stream of the year. We tried one earlier. So we'll keep going with these. If you can support us with these live streams, if you think they're useful, then let us know. and then we'll do more. But of course, we have internet issues from time to time. Okay. Okay, if I'm back, yeah, if you've got any more questions, drop them in the comments. Specific questions about the materials, we'll try to answer on our Facebook page and online, just so that everyone can see them. And I'm not answering that question each time. So yeah, material questions, we'll get back to you on those. Was a Bale Dark Knight discussed? So the Bale Dark Knight for 1/6 is something that we're working on. We don't have a timeline for that at the moment. We do have the Bale 112 available in limited stocks on our website, and again with the accessory pack. If you're a 112 collector in the EU or the Asia Pacific region, you can buy directly from us. And the Bale Batman accessory pack is available for 1 more week only. So after Singapore Comic Con, you won't be able to order the accessory packs until it comes available in stock, which would also be very limited as well. The development for the Superman 1978, also Christopher Reeve Superman, with the Clark Kent version as well, is going well. We expect, hopefully, the end of this year or beginning of next year. We haven't set a deadline for that yet, but we're hoping soon. Batman Who Laughs 112, again, that is probably Q1 of next year. We haven't set an exact date. A lot of these figures are incredibly detailed and require a lot of back and forth with the licensor. So sometimes we have to wait a little bit on those. Beginning of next year, hopefully, on more of the 112 line. Hopefully the Arkham Batman 112 will be available very soon. At this time of year with the holidays, it's difficult to get things approved as quickly as we want to. Bruce Lee 1/6. No news as of yet. It was Bruce Lee's birthday last week, so it would have been a good time to release the Bruce Lee 1/6 figure. However, it wasn't quite yet ready, so we're probably going to start with the Bruce Lee 112 and then move on to the Bruce Lee 1/6. So the Bruce Lee 112, we've made a lot of changes since we first displayed in 2024, and it's going to look incredible. Hopefully we can partner with Euler's Workshop for a custom diorama. That's something we'll look at later down the line. Who is my favorite of the 3 Walking Dead figures? I'd have to say on this one, it will be Daryl. I think the Daryl figure, we've spent a lot longer on this with the back and forth with Norman Reedus' team. And thanks to Ryan Dagard, he's helped us a lot. The detail is incredible, like with all 3, but the addition of the scar, we've got the tattoos on his wrists, and his hands, which we weren't sure we could do at the time, but we've been able to make that happen. They are seamless as well from the elbow down. So I think as a standalone piece, it's just incredible. Walking Dead is an incredible series. So if you are interested in buying these 3, you have just about a week. After the 7th of December, you won't be able to pre-order these 2 here, Rick and Negan. They won't be available. A lot of the time, collectors that don't pull the trigger will find out that we don't make more. Whatever we pre-order, that's what we make. So a lot of the aftermarket, especially with Gandalf and other figures like Pennywise, the secondary market price is quite high because we won't overproduce. So if you're a big fan of these collectibles, don't sit on the fence. Now is the time to buy. And they are available for 1 more week. Especially Daryl is available now. So he's brand new and only went up for pre-order on Friday. You have free shipping for the Black Friday deal. Again, we don't offer too many discounts in art. We try to price as reasonable as we can, but we do try to offer some special offers. So if you are looking for some Black Friday deals, then head to our website and we have lots more information about those. But Daryl is available with free shipping. Yeah, we will have a Batman from the Dark Knight in the future, so keep an eye out for that. So what is the Catwoman figure made of? So the 1/6 Catwoman does have a silicone body, and then we've got the rooted hair, and then we've got the magnetic eyes. Those are the key standout features that are a little bit different from our other figures. We haven't gone for the usual body, we've gone for a silicone body. So when you feel the figure, it's very soft to the touch. Queen Studios and INART are experts with silicone, so we know how to use the material, and it should last a long time. Should be able to pose in different positions without worry about degradation over time as well. Anything from Breaking Bad in the future? Breaking Bad would be something that we would like to do. The license is very difficult on that one. So will Daryl's seamless arms be made easier to swap than Chainsaw Man? So specific questions like that, what we'll do is if you have any issues with the collectibles, you're not sure how it works, we will follow up with more instruction videos. We had a question earlier about the product in the hair. So a lot of the time on these rooted hair figures, we're using natural materials. And what we want to avoid is when you open the box, who's got a crazy bad hair day. So we will add in some product to keep it maintained. But it is a natural material, so you can reshape and restyle if need be. So we'll have some instruction videos, how to change the arms, how to use the magnetic eyes, and how to take care of the hair. Those are things that we can create more content on. There should be some content already on our YouTube channel and our blog on how to take care of rooted hair. It's not too challenging, but it's something to be aware of with these kind of figures. We'll try to make as many of these worldwide as possible. So these three here, The Walking Dead, are all available worldwide or global, depending on your terminology. So you can buy directly from us anywhere in the world. Some figures like the DC line, we can't sell directly right now. And hopefully we'll be able to expand our licensing in the future. Collectors in Australia and New Zealand can buy or pre-order from us. The 112 line is available in APAC and Europe, so Asia Pacific region, Southeast Asia, China, all the territories you'll be able to buy in stock or pre-order. And then we have the Black Myth Wukong 112 figures. So maybe not as popular or as well known overseas, but these are incredibly detailed figures and available globally direct from our website. The Black Myth line is based off of the game that Game Science released back in 2024. We've been working with those guys for a long time, and we will have more figures from the series. So if you're interested in the Black Myth Wukong, you've played the game and you just think they look cool, then head to our website and you can buy those directly. We have some stock on the Jubadier in very limited quantities that went up for pre-order previously. Again, all of these figures are articulating, we say human articulation because they can do any movement that we can do, just nothing too crazy. But we've also tried to hide the seams as much as possible. Okay, so more content and tutorial specific to maintenance is something that we'll definitely work on over the coming months. We'll show you how to maintain and style the hair. It doesn't really take much maintenance. Just sometimes when you open the box, the hair can move a little bit. That's why we add product. And then we'll also show you how to switch out the arms if that is difficult. And we'll also show you how the magnetic eyes work as well. So for Daenerys, we haven't made our final announcement on that. We'll share more information in the new year, along with potentially Jon Snow. That is something we'll look at. So the question of how do we make these high detail, I think the 112 line in particular is something that has surprised a lot of people. When you get really close up to the face and the details, you'll see that the paint application on our 112 figures are second to none. The reason why is a lot of our 112 figures are hand finished. So a lot of the final work is done by hand, whereas not a lot of companies do that, but it's something that we're able to do. The maintenance kit isn't for sale just yet. So we do have a maintenance kit on our website with around 3 or 4 pieces. It is quite a high-end maintenance kit and quite expensive for us to produce. But we're not going to sell that maintenance kit. We're going to offer it as a reward. So if you do buy some of our collectibles, you can earn points. So if you buy direct from INART, if you buy these 3 figures, you'll earn points and you can use those points to redeem a maintenance kit, free shipping. Maybe later down the line, we'll have custom bases. We'll have more accessories that you'll be able to order. It's going to take us some time, but we'll get there. We'll add more extra pieces that you can get direct from us. And we'll try to offer those as a reward for being a loyal collector. So streams like this one's quite new for us. We can do more of these streams in the future. It just depends on how many people's watching, how much support we get. Yeah, the Stone Monkey is a really great price with this kind of articulation. Yeah, thanks. So the Stone Monkey is available now and it is fully articulating. I don't want to mess around too much because it's the early prototype, but yeah, we've tried to hide all the seams as much as possible into the body so it doesn't look as much like a toy. It looks more real. So it's posable like you would with any action figure. It's, would say, human movement. I'm not the best at posing. But as you can see, we've got all of the joints hidden in the body, and that's what we tend to do. We've got the effects on the arms. So even if you're not a Wukong fan just yet, maybe this might persuade you. Again, this is available globally on our website. Do we know the PO for Frodo and Sam? Not just yet. I've seen a few comments about Frodo and Sam and the Lord of the Rings in particular. So right now, Nazgul, Legolas shipping. We are looking to expand licensing where we can. So the Lord of the Rings is available currently in the APAC region. And we're hoping to expand our licensing even further. Frodo and Sam would be sometime next year. We don't have an exact date. We are interested in more DC figures at the moment. Our latest DC figure is Catwoman, and then we'll move on to Christopher Reeve Superman at some point. We don't have the Nazgul on display at the moment. Hopefully we'll have some more content in the next few days and weeks to show more about the Nazgul. Okay, so maybe you lost us for a second there. So the stands at the moment, this is how it will be. If there's any changes, we'll let you know, but we don't plan on any changes on the stands right now. Another Rick Grimes outfit, Sheriff Rick Grimes. We don't really have any other plans for Rick. At the moment, these are our 3 figures that will come out of the gate. So if you're a big Walking Dead fan, the best thing to do is support us with your wallets and then we'll be able to reinvest into the line. So right now, these 3 figures are available directly from our store, worldwide, global. Daryl has free shipping, and you can bundle these 2 here for free shipping as well. So the question of restocking new releases, generally we won't have many stocks available on our website. So if you want to pre-order, that is the best time to order. You can't always count on extra stocks being added to the website. Sometimes some figures will have cancellations, so that's when we might have some extra stock, but it's very limited. So if you are interested in pre-ordering is the best time. A lot of our figures are made to order, so on the secondary market the price is quite high, so it's always better to pull the trigger early than wait around and hope for a cheaper, sorry, not cheaper, a figure in stock. With our 112 line, we will have these for pre-order and we will have in stock. The in stock is usually a little bit more expensive, so it is better to pre-order. If you're in Europe or the Asia Pacific region, you can order Catwoman now. More Michael Jackson in the future is possible. So far, we've had 2 figures, and we'll see how that goes. The T1 Terminator is a good question. Hopefully, we'll have the Terminator in the next month or so. It depends on approvals, timelines, that kind of thing. If you're a statue collector or a bust collector, you can buy the T800 right now or pre-order. Upcoming license figures. The upcoming license figures that we have are mostly, what we have planned is mostly being shown at Wonder Festival in Shanghai. So if you want to see what figures we have planned for the next 6 to 12 months, go back to our Facebook page, go to our Facebook group, and you'll be able to see some of the early looks at those figures. It's not always the final one. For example, Catwoman we displayed in 2024 at Wonder Festival, and we used that time to get a little bit of feedback and make some changes and adjustments. So this Catwoman is probably the best we can do right now, and we stand by this is one of our best 1/6 scale figures. So if you're interested in Catwoman, it's available direct Australia and New Zealand. So the 112, we will have a Bruce Lee 112 at some point. Freddie Mercury would be very cool. As you know, our other brand is Queen Studios, and Queen is a band that the team likes, so Freddie Mercury would be awesome. If you're interested in seeing what other collectibles we have later down the line, sign up to our newsletter. We'll be sharing our newsletter monthly from November onwards, where we'll be having some updates as we go. And we'll also have updates on the Christopher Reeve Superman, which isn't here today. A Queen 4-pack with instruments, that would be cool. Yeah, we do have an icons line. So we do have Michael Jackson, we'll have Bruce Lee, and we're looking to expand on that at some point in the future. So if there's any characters that you're interested in, or any actors or musicians that you're interested in us creating, let us know on our groups, and we'll look into making those as well. If you do have any of these on pre-order, you've pre-ordered in the last few days, let us know in the comments. It's always interesting to see who is pre-ordering, and if you've had any figures arrive recently, let us know what you guys think in the comments. It'd be nice to see. So for posing on the Catwoman, we will create another video. For right now, the table's all set, so I don't want to pose and move too much. But yeah, Catwoman is posable. So the silicone body just offers a little bit more realism, we believe. So that's why we've gone with that material. We'll have more content showing different poses over the next few weeks. Okay, Rick, Negan, and Daryl, first INART pieces. Thank you for the support, and we won't let you down. So the reward points, we'll look into backdating those if we can. But for now, try and order direct to get more points, and then you'll be able to redeem more rewards. Okay, yeah, thanks for support on The Walking Dead. Hopefully we can have more Walking Dead characters in the future. So if you are on the fence, pre-order now. You have around 7 days to get Negan and Rick, and you can buy now Daryl now with free shipping. The more people that order, the more likely we're going to reinvest into the franchise. So if you're a Walking Dead fan, don't wait too long. Yeah, thanks for the support. We need Gimli. Yeah, Gimli is in the works, just not immediately. So the INART t-shirts we can add to the store. We don't want to sell too many things. What we'll do is with any t-shirts, merchandise, you'll be able to use your points to redeem these. So it's not extra money for you. We'll just make them available. So make sure you sign up for our rewards program. And then every time you buy a new figure, you'll get some points. You'll be able to get t-shirts, merchandise, accessory kits, all kinds of things. So make sure you sign up to the rewards program. Even if you don't plan to pre-order anything this weekend, you can sign up to the rewards program, sign up to our newsletter, and we'll keep you updated. 2026 is going to be a big year, and we're going to finish 2025 very strongly. So Smooth Criminal will release next year. The pre-order went up in July, August time this year, so she'll ship next year. Glad it's shipping directly to the UK. If you are in the UK, you can pre-order the 112 line directly from us. So 112 is all available directly in the UK, Europe, and Asia Pacific. We're expanding our licensing every year. In 2026, we're going to expect more global licenses, specifically in 112, and we're going to try and open up more licenses in 1.6. Global licenses in 1.6 is also Terminator. If you're a Terminator fan, we'll have more news, and that will be available direct from our store. So if you sign up to our rewards program and you get these 3 bad boys, you can also get Terminator and get more rewards. Thanks for the support. Yeah, the Daryl Dixon figure in particular is my favorite. I think we've done a lot of work on that. As mentioned, Norman Reedus saw this figure and he said it's awesome, but he wanted to add the scar on his face. So that was a new addition. So if you saw this figure at San Diego Comic-Con a few years ago, you'll notice that there wasn't a scar, and that has been added in. We've added in the tattoos on his hand, which is also signature to Norman Reedus. We've added the extra detailing and these little leg wraps here. These are all new, specifically requested by the actor. A Walking Dead inspired base as well, with all the zombies compressed on the bottom. And you have 7 days left to get Negan and Rick. Death Stranding 112 would be awesome. We'll look into that. Walkers would be cool. I think if we did 112 Walking Dead, we'd definitely do lots of walkers, but it's not easy to do in 1.6, but something we can look into for sure. BVS Batman this year, still TBD, we're still waiting. And Breaking Bad at the moment isn't possible. We had a meeting with Sony before, we're looking into it, but it's not easy to do. Yeah, a question about Thorin. Thorin, we're hoping to ship by the end of this year, start the shipping process. And if we can't catch the timeline, it will be Q1 as promised. So if you do have Thorin on order, make sure that you prepare your final balance payment because we will be shipping very soon. Yeah, Daryl Dixon will also ship to the UK. These 3 figures are all globally licensed and available direct from INART. So if you're in the UK, buy direct from us. We'll ship to you directly. Lord of the Rings worldwide licenses. Unfortunately, that decision is not up to us, but we're doing everything we can to make them available. So bear with us on that one. We'll try and make available direct from INART. No plans for any vehicles in 112 at the moment. Okay, the video game question. In 2026, we will have more video game licenses. So if you're a big gamer and you're also collecting 112, then make sure that you subscribe to our newsletter because we'll be dropping more 112 figures from gaming licenses. For 1.6, no plans as of yet. We'll see how things go. So the endoskeleton at the moment is planned to be die cast. We'll have more information on the endoskeleton later. The T800 will be ready first. Sorry, the Arnold version should be ready first. Death Stranding would be awesome. We're looking into Death Stranding. That's TBD. We'll see what we can do there. 1.6 may probably not available, but 112 could be doable at some point. Yeah, more details with the magnetic eyes and how that works will be shared. I think in our recent Snape video, we showed how the magnetic eyes work. So we'll be sharing more content about hairstyling, the magnetic eyes, switching out the arms in the coming days and weeks. So make sure you sign up to our newsletter, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and we'll be sharing more content and explaining how the figures work in more detail. Yeah, so the question about Dark Knight Batman to pair with Catwoman, if you see closely, we do have that in 112. So that is available now. We have Batman available in Europe, Asia Pacific, and we have Catwoman, which is the latest pre-order, fully articulating. You can pose in any pose you like, perfect for stop motion videos, playing at home on your desk. These figures are available now, and a Bale Batman can be available in the future. We just don't have any specific dates on that one just yet. Devil May Cry, yeah, we could look into that. At the moment, we're working on a lot of new licenses. We're hoping to have as many global as possible. Any chance for Hagrid? At the moment, Hagrid's not in our plan. Hopefully, we'll have more Harry Potter news for you by the end of the year. So Snape is shipping now. So if you do have Professor Snape on pre-order, definitely prepare your final balance payment money. Snape, it will be shipping. And also check out our video on our YouTube and Facebook channel showing you the magnetic eyes and other details for Snape. We've done a lot of work to add in extra accessories on that one. So Thorin is expected to ship by the end of the year, all being well. We're preparing shipment now. So we hopefully in the next few weeks, if you have ordered Thorin, you should be expecting some announcement. That's when the first batch will ship, and then we'll continue shipping as quickly as possible before Chinese New Year. Yeah, the turnaround for our figures as well is speeding up. Some criticisms early on was our shipping speeds. Right now, Thorin and Snape, the turnaround is pretty quick, but the quality is also high. And then the turnaround for these figures is also around 3 or 4 months. So if you are looking into order our 112 line, we can ship quite quickly on these as well. With our 112, we will have some more stock available on our website, but very limited quantities, and it might be priced slightly higher. So with our 112 line in particular, make sure you pre-order and then we'll ship to you much faster. So Nazgul isn't fully shipped yet, it's still shipping now. So if you do have Nazgul on order, check with your retailer and then they'll be able to give you an update. So the speed's increased just because we've been able to scale up our team. And as the more figures we make, the faster and more efficient we become. So I think we've probably reached the fastest we can get right now. So we do have a quicker turnaround time. More from The Hobbit, maybe later down the line. We have nothing left for 2025 planned, but we will look into that line. Dune as well is possible, and Matrix is possible. That's something we can talk more about later. As it stands for the rest of the year, we've got the Terminator T800 global license. Like these guys, also global licensed. The Arkham Origins Batman should be available in 112 in the coming months. Again, it just depends on licensor approvals. The figures are almost ready. The announcement on Draco Malfoy, we did share something earlier this year. If you missed that, we'll repost that, or you could ask our customer service team. Drop us a DM and we'll reply. Yes, so the limited releases with the broken shell Wukong, that was a limited time offer, and it is something we might do in the future. So if you are looking to pre-order, it's better to pre-order now. We make to order, we won't make any more. So the Queen Studios question, do we have anything coming soon? We have something now, and that is the animatronic or mechanical T800 bust, which is available for pre-order on our website. And that is also a global license. So the Terminator T800, even if you're not a bust collector, I'd say go and check it out. We have the animatronics inside, so the head can move left to right. We have the lighting in the eye as well. So the question about Queen Studios and INART, generally, INART and Queen Studios work very closely together. So Viper, who is the art director and lead artist at INART, also worked with Queen Studios on a few projects, most notably the Joker in around 2022, I think it was. And rooting hair is his speciality. So what we do is we work together and we share knowledge as much as possible. So for the silicone in particular, the silicone, we know a lot about silicone. We've been working with silicone since around 2008, and we've produced many busts and statues with silicone. The rooting hair techniques is also adapted from our statues, so our skill and expertise is extremely high on those. So you'll notice that the Catwoman, Daryl and Rick, the rooting of the hair, all exceptionally done just because of the team's expertise, and it is something that makes us stand out. So where's Snape? Also didn't expect you to be English, lol. So Snape isn't here today, but he's shipping. And yeah, I'm English. So not much more to say on that. Yeah, it's fine to bring up Queen on an INART stream. We're all one big happy family. We will have more Batman announced next year. We've shown some early looks at Wonder Festival. So as I mentioned previously, if you missed some of our early looks from Wonder Festival, there's quite a few booth tours on YouTube right now, but definitely check out our official channels and you'll be able to see what INART has upcoming. But right now, the key thing to remember today is that you have 7 days left to get Rick and Negan, and those are available as a bundle and with free shipping. We have free shipping on the Daryl 1/6 scale figure. Catwoman is available directly from us in Australia and New Zealand at the moment, and also available for pre-order. And then we have our 112 line. We have Batman in stock. The accessory kit that is now available is only available until the 7th of December. So if you are interested in the bonus accessory kit on the 112 Batman, you have 7 days left to order. You can order in APAC and in Europe, and Catwoman is available to pre-order now. We're expecting to ship early next year. Any plans to produce any more music artists? At the moment, Michael Jackson was our most recent music artist to produce and should be shipping next year. We don't have any other plans other than another icon would be Bruce Lee. So can we see a close-up of Catwoman? Yep, of course. Also, we have the interchangeable hands on the side as well. And then for Daryl, we have his iconic crossbow. We have the switch out arms with the tattoos you can see on the arms, which is very cool. Again, something that the actor provided direct feedback on. Also his handgun. Yeah, so this is a live stream. So if there's any requests to see anything in detail, let us know. So the guys will show you more detail while we're here. So the question on the boys, let us know which scale you'd be interested in the boys. That license is doable, but we saw that Blitzway had also had that license. So if that didn't come to fruition, we could look at the boys. So let us know what you think about the boys as well. One six is doable, but yeah, let us know. Can't remember seeing anything about Blitzway on that one, but I saw that they did have the license. If Blitzway didn't do anything with the boys, we could look at it again next year. After Dumbledore, I'm not sure. Just make sure you sign up to our newsletter. Okay, so this is an interesting comment. Did you catch Will's last stream? Looks like converted Kiko, and he's now an INART fan. It's only a matter of time. We knew that would happen, so thank you, Kiko. Any Marvel stuff? I hope that's true anyway. Marvel stuff at the moment, no. Voldemort, again, something we can look into. Okay, the boys, maybe we can look into that. If you guys are interested in the boys, head to our Facebook group, start a poll, and then we'll get the guys with the money to bankroll that one. There will be more 1/6 Wukong, but today the figure that is the one we want to focus on the most is the Stone Monkey. So that one is available globally. We do have other Black Myth Wukong figures available. This one is available now. As mentioned before, we try to hide all of the joints and the seams as much as possible, blend it into the body without compromising articulation and keep that realism. So Snape is shipping now. So if you've ordered Snape, then speak to your retailer. Snape is shipping now. I've been with Queen Studios since 2018, and then INART started roughly 2023, but the INART team has been working with Queen Studios, or most of them have since earlier. Lord of the Rings, you can expect more from us in 2026. Don't forget that Legolas and the Nazgul shipping now. So if you have those on pre-order, make sure you prepare your final balance payments. So I think we've been going for around 90 minutes. So we'll probably give it another 10 to 15. So if you guys have got any questions, let us know. So news on the T1 lineup. Hopefully the T800 should be ready in the next month or so. We'll see how that goes. Depends on approval timelines. Yeah, there could be some DC Comics figures later down the line, but nothing in the pipeline for the next few months at least. Game of Thrones should be next year. Thank you. Any plans for seamless bendable wrists? Yeah, for INART, we're trying to improve all the time, so that our latest improvement is the eyes with the magnets. We'll look at other things to improve as we go. So if you have any ideas, let us know. T1 is a worldwide license. Yes, Negan does look fantastic. Thank you. The Daryl also incredible. I think it's very difficult to say which is our favorite, which one's better, because each one we try to make it as high quality as possible. So it's very difficult to pin down which is better, which is our favorite. They all have their own unique characteristics, and we try to make them value for money. They are more premium, but you're going to get better quality. So that's what we're aiming for here. Yeah, thanks for ordering all three. If you did order all three directly from us, you should be able to get free shipping on this bundle and then free shipping on Daryl. We're the best in 1/6 game. Thank you. Appreciate it. Maybe not there yet, but hopefully one day. And also with 112, we're hoping to have more figures next year. So stepping up the game next year, 2026 will be a big year for 112, and then for 1/6 will be as strong as ever. The US prices for the Walking Dead figures are on our website. One important thing to note is that doesn't include any duties for a lot of different countries. So for example, if you're in Europe, you might have to look at some import duties, so that we do have a calculator on our website. But if you're in the US, we do have free shipping, actually free shipping globally. There might be an extra cost here and there, but we'll try and absorb that as much as possible. So the full prices are on our website. If you're buying from other retailers or business partners, there you'll need to ask them and just double check to make sure taxes are included. Can you show the both Catwoman up close? Yep. So you'll see the 112, 16 together. So that's a really good comparison. The team will zoom in soon. So more figures from Wukong by the end of the year. I'm not sure 100% on that one. Right now, we do have the Stone Monkey available on our website, so definitely check that out. The Ledger Joker 2.0, nothing's been mentioned about that. I think earlier this year in a stream, we clarified basically that moving forward, it might not be possible to make any other Heath Ledger Joker collectibles just because of the likeness rights were expiring. So nothing's been said on our side on that one. It's unlikely anytime soon. If it does happen in the future, it's mainly because it's probably the last chance, but nothing has been mentioned just yet. The 112 Ledger Joker's possible, but I didn't see it in our timeline just yet. We can look into that. Another anime release, possibly. Maybe next year you can look at that. Nothing's been confirmed. Maybe 112 is something we can do. Okay, we can go for another 5-10 minutes. So if you've got any more questions, you want to see anything in more detail, let us know in the comments. We'll show some more details before we clock off for the day. Any updates on figures we'll share if we have them. If there are no updates shared online, then there won't be any significant changes. We always try to tweak and improve as we go. Iron Man, nope. It's Marvel license. So regarding the materials of the suit and posing and stuff like that, we'll follow up with a post about the materials, what you can expect from us on that, just to make things extra clear for everyone. It seems quite a few people have specific questions about that. So I think it could be a lot easier to answer that either in a post or a blog post. So we'll share some more information about the body, how you can pose, share some more instructions. Any questions like that, just let us know. Are you going to be shipping to Canada? The Walking Dead can ship to Canada. That's globally licensed. So if you are in Canada right now, you can order directly from us. We didn't open different, will you guys expand different licenses in different brands? We'll expand as much as we can. Our goal is to make every figure available direct from INART as possible. However, due to licensing restrictions, sometimes that's not always achievable. So with The Walking Dead, The Terminator, they are licensed globally. You can order directly from us. Other licenses are a little bit more challenging, but it's something that we're working on for sure. So more news for 1/6. Today is we're coming to the end of November now, so we're going to have more 1.6 updates, and we're going to have more pre-orders. The time that's a little bit more quiet for us will be Chinese New Year, so keep an eye out over the next few weeks for more pre-orders, and then we're going to have something special before the end of the year, and then hopefully right through to Chinese New Year, where we'll have a bit of a break then. The INART Superman, depends which one you're referring to. The Christopher Reeve Superman, we're hoping to pre-order very soon. Yeah, just keep an eye on our social media channels, subscribe to our newsletter, and don't forget, we do have a rewards program now. So if you did buy these 3 from us, you should get points. You can redeem points for merchandise, for the maintenance kit. There's lots of things that we'll be adding next year. So sign up to our award system. If you want more streams like this, then the best thing to do is invite more people to watch and more people to comment. The more people that watch, the more inclined we are to do these live streams. They're not easy to do based on our location. Bruce Wayne for Ben Affleck, we'll look into that one. It's very, 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 very unlikely we'll be able to get the 2025 Superman to ship by the end of this year, but Thorin will be shipping by the end of the year, all being well. That's the current target. Snape is also shipping now, and we've been able to put those up for pre-order and ship within the same year, which is a great turnaround for us, especially with the rooted hair and the detailing. So if you do have those on order, make sure you prepare your final balance payment. Definitely do more live streams. Yep. Get more people watching, we can do more. And then spend loads of money. And then if you do that, I'll try and request a bonus and then do more live streaming. More from The Walking Dead. So the best way to support The Walking Dead is to order these figures. The more figures you order, the more we can do. We've seen some questions about Michonne, maybe Glenn, Carl. It all depends on how well these are supported. Marvel figures at the moment, we'd love to make Marvel, but that license isn't available right now. It's something that we'll keep asking for until they get tired of us asking. So no plans as of yet, but we'd love to do that. We've worked with Disney for many years with Queen Studios, so hopefully they've not closed the door on us on 1.6 completely. If I ordered all 3 Walking Dead figures, do I have to wait for Daryl to be released to receive Negan and Rick? So if you order all 3, what we'll do is we'll bill you once they're ready to ship. So they should be ready to ship around a similar time. You might not receive on the same day, but we'll do our best to get them as close as possible. So if you order Daryl, you don't have to wait for these 2. You can get these 2 first, and then you'll get Daryl after. So don't worry too much about that. And we're going to do our best to make sure they ship around the same time anyway. So the crotch grabber question, at the moment, what you see is how it will be. However, one thing that we do is listen to what you guys have to say. So if there is any concerns about the crotch grabber, what we'll do is we'll just share these with Viper and his team and see what they say on that one. But as it stands, this is what you see is what you get. So just make sure you express your concerns and we can always look into it. Okay, we can go for a few more minutes. So if you've got any more questions, anything you want to see up close, then ask now. And then we can have another look around, can answer your questions. Yeah, the walking deadline, we need your support. If you go to these 3 figures, then we can go deeper into the line. That's generally how it works with licensing. There's an upfront commitment on our side, so we want to make sure we've got the support before we invest and go deep. We always accept feedback, so if you've got any points to raise, we'll look into it. We can't always make the changes that everyone wants, but we'll always read and listen to what you've got to say. Yeah, thanks for the support, appreciate it. Frodo, maybe next year. More outfit versions on these, maybe. We'll see how that goes. We don't want to do too many 2.0s, so at the moment we've just got these 3 figures. So more Michael Jackson is also possible. We've just finished the pre-order about a month ago for Smooth Criminal. So it's a chance to regroup very soon to see if we'll make more figures. We're hoping to look at more Michael Jackson, more Dune later down the line. Yeah, we want to avoid 2.0s where possible, to be honest, unless there's a specific reason to do so. So we'll never say never, but as it stands, that's not our path forward. $112 Michael Jackson, maybe, we'll see. Thriller, yep, that would be cool. Dumbledore, when? Dumbledore, original plan was this year, but it depends on how approvals go. We're coming into the holidays now, so usually approvals around this time of year is a little bit slow. So if we can't get Dumbledore approved this time of year, it should be early 2026. Okay, the monkey from the shirt, maybe, we'll see. Hagrid, possible as well. For Harry Potter, we'll have more figures next year as well. Michael Jackson, 112 would be killer. Yeah, 112 we could look into for sure. We'll see if that's available. But if you're a 112 collector, then make sure you check out Catwoman. Catwoman is available now. And also the TDK Batman is available in limited stocks on our website. If you're heading to Singapore Comic-Con next week, you will be able to pick up the TDK Batman while you're there. So if you're in Singapore, come and say hi and you'll be able to buy that figure. We have the accessory pack for Batman available for 1 more week only. Game of Thrones next year is likely. We'll see how that goes. We are seeking out lots of different licenses, but what we aren't doing is going to say what they are at the moment. We've said some licenses in the past, and then some other companies have seen and grabbed them before we could sign the contract. So we're not going to say which licenses specifically just yet. We do have the T1 license, which we were very fortunate to get. So if you're a Terminator fan, you can expect that very soon. Terminator, like The Walking Dead, is available worldwide, globally, direct from our website. So make sure you subscribe to our newsletter. Make sure you sign up to our rewards program, and you'll get those very soon. Singapore Comic-Con, most of the figures here will be shown at Singapore Comic-Con, and then you'll be able to pick up a few of the Batman to take away. So we won't have anything specifically new. Maybe if something is approved in time, we'll look at that. But we've tried to bring our pre-orders to around the Black Friday time, just so we can justify some better deals for you guys. T2 would be awesome, but unfortunately not available right now. Okay, are we back? Okay, so the question about the worldwide licenses, it is challenging right now. We know that most collectors are, well, not most, a lot of collectors are in the US and do express disappointment in our licensing. But unfortunately, licensing is not always in our control. However, for the Terminator licenses, if you are US, if you're in Canada, in the Americas, Mexico, Argentina, Brazil, Middle East, anywhere, India, you can get The Walking Dead and you can get the Terminator line directly from INART. If you're in Australia, New Zealand, you can get Catwoman. It's available now. And also if you're in Europe, the Middle East, and the Asia Pacific region, so around Southeast Asia, China and its territories, you can also get these available. So we have limited stocks on the 112 Batman. The accessory pack is available for 7 more days. We've got Catwoman, that is a brand new pre-order. Another Catwoman in Australia and New Zealand. You have 7 more days to get these two, Rick and Negan, and then Daryl is available for a limited time with free shipping. So check those out. The endoskeleton wasn't ready to showcase today, but if you are a fan of the endoskeleton, that is something that will be ready very soon. So make sure you subscribe to our newsletter and you sign up to our rewards program. If you get the endoskeleton from us, you can get it anywhere in the world. You'll get some points, you can redeem some merchandise and other cool stuff. And as there's no plans to make sure that those points will expire, so definitely sign up. Pricing on the endoskeleton hasn't been determined yet. So what we do is something called full cost pricing. So we'll work out the costs of everything it is to make the product, and then we'll add in a little bit of a margin for ourselves. So the pricing won't be available until a few days before. So look out for some announcements on that one. Okay, I'll probably go for 5 more minutes actually. We'll might as well finish it around number 4 more minutes. So any final questions, anything else you want to take a look at, let us know. This is your last chance. Make sure you support us on future streams. We need to make this worth our while as well. Sunday morning here. Audio is very low. Okay. I'll try holding the mic, see if that works. Yeah, the internet connection is not the best, so thank you for bearing with us. So the mouse from Paul Atreides, the Desert Mouse, was available as an exclusive if you buy direct from INART. If you weren't able to get the figure directly from us, then unfortunately you won't be able to get the mouse. However, last I checked, we did have some limited stocks in the US where we had a few cancellations. So check our website. If Paul Atreides is in stock in the US, there is a chance you might be able to get the Desert Mouse, but we won't be selling that individually. INART will be at Comic-Con next year in San Diego. In which format is to be determined. Hopefully we'll be in the main hall again with our business partner Toynami, and hopefully we'll have another fan event. This year's was pretty good. Unfortunately we weren't able to show as many figures as we wanted to, but next year we will return. So if you are interested in seeing us in person, seeing our figures in person, then head to San Diego Comic-Con. If you can't get a ticket for the event, then we'll look into our own private event offsite again, and then we'll be able to offer tickets. If you sign up to our rewards program, we might be able to help you with tickets for fan events and other events. We've already got around 10 tickets for some of our Singapore customers already for free. So some of our Singapore customers that had been automatically enrolled in our rewards program, we got them tickets to Singapore Comic Con. So if you want to sign up to our rewards program, we can do extra little things like this as well. So make sure you sign up to that. Okay, better audio. Maybe I'll hold this in future, or maybe I need a microphone. We'll see. Any chance of making characters like okay, internet. Okay, we're back. Yeah, so any ideas for different characters, stuff like that, just let us know. Go, that's what the Facebook group was originally created for. So follow us on the Facebook group. We have 2 more minutes, so if there's anything you want to see up close, let us know and we'll show you a final close-up. If there's no more questions, I'd like to thank you guys for joining me and the team today. We're taking time out of our weekend to join you guys, so really appreciate joining us on the stream. The Superman 78 will be available for pre-order either December or January as it stands. It depends on final approval, so we can't give you an exact date, but it's almost ready. Yep, thank you for joining. Close up on Daryl and the Longstone staff. Okay, so it looks like we're back. So we'll close in the stream in a second. Thank you guys for joining. Really appreciate it. Glad I'm not sat by myself today. This means a lot that you guys joined. So I won't take any more questions, but what we'll do now is we'll just have a final close up of all of the figures. And as I mentioned, it is your last chance to buy Rick and Negan. You've got 7 more days, and the rest are all available on pre order now. So thank you for your time, and I'll let the guys give a close up of all the figures. Thank you.